Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Rise of the Tomb Raider. Man sieht es hier bereits. Vielen Dank für den Kauf des 20-jährigen, des 20-jähriges Jubiläum-Packs für das Spiel. Sie können über das Hauptmenü auf das Croft-Anwesen zugreifen, sobald Sie die sibirische Wildnis erreicht haben. Jawohl, und das werden wir auch tun. Sofort, gleich, demnächst. Ich muss mich erstmal kurz entschuldigen dafür, dass seit ungefähr 300 Millionen Jahren kein einziges Video mehr hochgeladen wurde. Ich wollte eigentlich im Urlaub einiges nachholen, aber dummerweise ist dann erstmal mein Internet hops gegangen und dann hat der Monitor den Geist aufgegeben und die 2 Wochen Urlaub waren für den Arsch. Anders kann man es nicht ausdrücken. Und naja, da ich inzwischen sowas Ähnliches wie ein echtes Leben entwickelt habe, habe ich auch noch weniger Zeit zum Zocken, weil dann muss ich halt in der Zeit, die ich jetzt nicht in der Arbeit bin und nicht schlafen oder essen muss, da werde ich halt anderweitig verlangt. Egal, wie auch immer. Ich versuche... Ich kann es echt nicht versprechen, dass ich regelmäßig was hochladen kann. Ich werde es versuchen, aber ich kann es echt nicht versprechen. Und das ärgert mich selber. Naja, egal. Wir schauen jetzt erstmal hier. Ich muss erstmal in die Optionen gucken, weil ich habe das nämlich... ich hatte das Spiel schon runtergeschmissen von der Festplatte und habe es jetzt neu heruntergeladen. Ich muss nur kurz gucken, aber das sieht doch gut aus. Passt schon. Denke ich mal. Ist nicht ultra. Warum ist es eigentlich nicht ultra hoch? Es ist doch Winter. Geht noch höher? Nein. Spiegelung passt. Die Teilstufe. Ja. Ja. Schatten passt schon. Textur hoch. Ja, ich weiß. Ich habe genug Dings da. Wird schon passen. So. Gut. Zurück, bitte. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, wie das Spiel funktioniert. Ich weiß, wir mussten auch immer noch Kürbis werfen. Ich habe immer noch keine Ahnung, wohin. Ich habe mich auch nicht informiert, weil ich habe ja schon ungefähr 1000-mal gesagt, dass ich das selber herausfinden will. Neue Expedition, neue Geschichte. Das wird es wohl sein. Gut. Nein, ich wollte gucken, wie die Sprache eingestellt ist. Verdammt. Mache ich gleich noch. Wobei sie wird wahrscheinlich eh gleich irgendwas sagen. Dann merke ich es auch so. Die Ladebildschirme sind immer wieder ich habe das Wort vergessen, Bereicherung.
Letzte Aufforderung
Ah!
an Lara Crofts, derzeitige Mieterin des Anwesens. Hiermit benachrichtigen wir Sie letztmalig über die Beendigung Ihres...
Ah! Verzeihung.
Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe.
Ich bin verwirrt, dass sie als Tochter überhaupt keinen Anspruch hat, nur weil es kein Testament gibt. Huch, warum ruckelt das so? Ich hätte vielleicht den Treiber updaten sollen.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Ja.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing.
Ach, das war wie das mit dem Drehen.
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Ja, süß. Kleinen Moment, ich muss hier eben die Katze. Ja, sorry, hier bin ich auch schon wieder. Hab nebenbei auch noch mal kurz einen Blick in die Optionen geworfen. Da gibt's eine... egal.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Kann ich eigentlich auch zoomen? Ja, kann ich. Hä? Hat sie es da aufgemacht? Huch. Ich glaube, das sind die Haare, die hier so ein bisschen auf die Leistung drücken. Ich hätte mir wirklich einen Grafiktreiber ziehen sollen. Naja.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia, and apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond, and she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
Hier gibt's voll viel zum Angucken.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Es ist gerade ehrlich ungewohnt, die Steuerung hier.
This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Ich habe wirklich lange nichts mehr so in der Richtung gespielt. Ich habe ein bisschen Stardew Valley gesuchtet in der letzten Zeit und sonst bin ich zu nicht viel gekommen.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the prophet's tomb.
Warum kann ich da aufmachen, wenn nichts drin ist?
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Okay, und hier war, glaube ich, noch was. Jawohl.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Meine Maus ist irgendwie ein bisschen komisch. Hat mir letztens Cappuccino über die Tastatur und den Schreibtisch geschüttet. War nicht ganz so toll. Okay. Oh, da ist noch ein Schrank. Drücken Sie zum Interagieren.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria. The door to the library.
Krieg ich die auf?
Locked. There's got to be another way through.
Warum ist die Tür zu?
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Wie praktisch. 1 von 2, also wir brauchen noch eine. Ich glaube, ich muss dieses...
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Wie unauffällig. Vielleicht mache ich dieses extra hohe Pure Hair Darstellungsgedöns aus. Nichts? Nichts. Nichts ist nicht viel.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Okay, der Kerl geht mir auf den Zeiger. Was für ein Unsympath. Boah, war sie schon immer so schwerfällig zu steuern. Furchtbar.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
So. Was haben wir hier?
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Süß. das Loch da oben... Ich überlege gerade. Im Vorgänger war sie nicht im Männer. Ich überlege gerade, ob das Loch sein soll aus... War es Underworld? Ich glaube, es war Underworld, wo sie auf ihre Doppelgängerin trifft. Die ist doch... Nee, haut nicht hin, weil das ja das ganze Haus abgefackelt. Vergesst es. Vergesst es einfach, ich habe nichts gesagt.
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here?
Heimlich qualmen.
Someone has a sense of humor.
Ah, da unten. Ich brauche den Hauptschlüssel. Okay. Ich will hier rumklettern, aber es sieht nicht so aus, als ob man hier rumklettern kann.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
Was?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked. Need a key to open this.
Ich brauche den verdammten Hauptschlüssel. Das hat mich jetzt ehrlich gesagt ein bisschen erschreckt. Bin ich einmal rum? Ich glaube schon. Oder? Ja. Es tut mir leid, dass es manchmal ein bisschen ruckelt oder nachschliert. Ich werde es nie lernen, den Treiber aktuell zu halten. Na? Na?
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
Okay. Oh, hier liegt noch was. Ich glaube, auf dem Sessel lag auch noch was.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
Toller Onkel, ich mag den überhaupt nicht.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Okay. Hier liegt überall was. Da, aufheben.
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me, if it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Okay.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Das ist eine Taschenlampe? Okay. Irgendeine, die man irgendwo festschnallt, offensichtlich. Gut. Ja. Huch.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Oh, also ich wäre wahrscheinlich noch gar nicht in diesen Dienstbotengang reingekommen. Vermute ich mal. Taschenlampe geht automatisch an. Na, stell dich nicht so an.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and, oh, God, I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby, but it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
Also die Eltern waren ziemlich verliebt ineinander anscheinend. Gibt's hier hinten noch irgendwas? Gibt's hier noch irgendwas, bevor ich dahinter gehe? Hier glaube ich nicht. Da kann ich auch nicht hochhopsen. Oh.
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Okay. Okay, Dienstbotengang war oben. Das war der Westflügel, ne? Hier irgendwo. Die Musik ist schon mal sehr vielversprechend.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Hat sie ihren Verlobten mit, wie heißt Laras Vater, Richard, betrogen? Also war Richard die Affäre? Oder hat sie sich in Richard verliebt und die andere Verlobung war eher so ein Muss? Das, was die Familie von ihr erwartet. Weil über den schreibt dieser Atlas da, der Onkel, sehr viel.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Sehr viel respektvoller und begeisterter ist über Laras Vater.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Oh.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Wo geht's jetzt hier hin? Wo geht's da runter? Hauptschlüssel, okay. Gut. Also, Ratte hat mich erschreckt. Die Geräusche sind ja wirklich sehr einladend. Ratte hat mich erschreckt.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Ja, okay, jetzt steige ich langsam nicht mehr durch. Boah, das sieht cool aus. Ich hätte gern noch mal einen Blitz für einen coolen Screenshot. Bitte. Danke. Müssen da so viele Geräusche sein?
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Alter. Ich bin nichts mehr gewöhnt. Das Ding kann ich schieben, okay. Ich bin echt nichts mehr gewöhnt.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Entschuldigung, dass ich lachen musste, aber eingesperrt in der Kühlkammer. Winston, den Butler.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Wer hat die Classics gespielt? Wer erinnert sich an den nervigen Butler im Anwesen? Wer hat ihn in die Kühlkammer gesperrt? Wahrscheinlich alle. Zumindest alle, die die Classics kennen. Lass los. Wie lasse ich denn los? Ich kann nicht loslassen? Hallo? Ich würde... Hallo? Auf C lässt sie los. Warum lässt sie auf C los? Na, auch gut.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Hört sich eher an wie ein kleiner Junge, nicht wie ein kleines Mädchen.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Ich erschrecke mich jedes Mal, wenn so eine blöde Erinnerung kommt.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliché. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
Ist hier noch was? Ja. Da ist noch eine Ratte.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Warum sagt sie jetzt da nichts zu? Ich hätte jetzt gern gewusst, was genau das war für eine Geburtstagsüberraschung. Huh? Ach so. So, und einmal den zurück. Diese Geräusche, voll übertrieben. Voll übertrieben.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Das sieht aus wie so ein Parfümfläschchen. Das sieht aus wie Kloake.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Hier gibt's ja wohl nicht wirklich Fallen. Aber hier gibt's Dings. Zum Finden. Sind das Stofffetzen da oben oder sollen das Spinnenweben? Nee, das sind keine Spinnenweben. Komme ich da drüber? Nee. Ah, jetzt bin ich... Hier ist nichts anscheinend. Nee. Ich dachte gerade, ich komme vielleicht auf die Rohre, aber nein. Da ist eine... Ich verlaufe mich hier noch. Huch. Das ist eine Falle, oder?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
Na, wo klackert's?
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Ah, jetzt erfährt man also was über... Aber dann, das heißt, dann bin ich hier richtig. Dann muss ich eben nochmal zurück. Weil hier ist doch noch was. Oder?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Warum liegt das hier noch? Ach, jetzt bin ich hier bei der 8. Okay. Hier ist die Falle. Das Rad leuchtet doch, oder? Nee. Das sah nur so aus. Ich will zu der... Heißt es Büste? Ich weiß überhaupt nichts mehr.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Ist auch sehr gesund, hier rumzukrabbeln. Okay. Da geht nix. Ah, und hier ist es. Das Ding. Das wollte ich.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
Cool. Ich wollte immer eine Anubis-Statue haben früher. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich nie eine besorgt habe. Ups, halt, da war was. Drücken Sie zum Interagieren. Eine Brechstange? Der wird nicht mal angezeigt, guck mal. Der leuchtet gar nicht. Hallo? Ach, Springen-Taste, okay. Entschuldigung. Ich bin halt einfach raus aus dem Spiel. Ich bin aus ungefähr allen Spielen raus, die mehr Action haben als Stardew Valley.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Es fehlt eine Seite.
There's a missing page.
Oh, ich bin ein Genius.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met, I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Sagt sie was? Nein. Gut. Da komme ich her. Hier kann ich in die Bibliothek. Na? Oder das, was davon übrig ist. Einmal durchquetschen.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Sieht schon cool aus hier. Ja. Er macht das Ding da oben mal weg. Oh, mit dem Kerzenhalter. Nee, Kronleuchter.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Was? Jaffa Cakes next to William Blake. Okay. Ah, was... Ah, mit Süßes meinst du was zum Naschen? Ich dachte irgendwie irgendeine süße Überraschung. Also in Form von... im Sinne von niedlich. Ich kann nicht reden.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Das ist mit Sicherheit wichtig.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs. Those were good times. The best times.
Also ich wette doch, wir finden irgendwo einen Zettel mit Hieroglyphen und dann müssen wir die Zahlen zuordnen.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Warum will sie das eigentlich wissen? Ich dachte, wir suchen nach einem Testament.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Ach du Scheiße. Laras Expeditionsschatz. Lieblingsgemälde. Hinweise. Also das hier ist die Safe-Kombination, wie es aussieht.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Die Übersetzung ist falsch. Egal. Ist ja meistens so. Ich weiß, es geht noch nach oben, aber bevor ich hochgehe, will ich mir erst das anschauen.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Aha, haben wir hier was kaputt gemacht, Mädel.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Ja, die ist sehr bekannt. Mir zumindest. Ach, hier ist ja noch was. Das ist ja leise.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though.
Interessantes Design.
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Da ist ja noch was. Huch! Ein Feuerzeug erhalten, okay.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Wieso will ich den Kamin anzünden? Habe ich was verpasst? Wahrscheinlich.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
Okay.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Mit Dino. Hä? Wo kommt das her? Ich habe doch vorher gerade... Na gut.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Ah, jetzt weiß ich, warum ich den Ofen anzünden soll. Den Kamin. Oh, da komme ich gar nicht hoch. Okay. Muss das Ding irgendwo anders hinschieben. Darüber. Hä? Achso, von der Seite, okay.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Huch. Ah, ich kann es eh nicht vorbeischieben, da liegen ja Bücher. Gut, und jetzt nach oben. Weiter geht nicht? Okay. Also der Sound verwirrt mich immer noch. Halt! Runter sollst du. So. Loslassen und nach oben. Das kriegen wir doch hin, Mädel. So, was gibt's hier Schönes? Da sehe ich schon wieder was liegen, da rechts.
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Okay, wir haben hier irgendwo einen Hauptschlüssel versteckt. Jetzt erstmal Kamin anzünden, Papier drüber halten und sehen, wo es ist. Huch. Da entlang und hier entlang. Kann ich die Kerzen da auch anzünden? Da sind gar keine Kerzen drin. Okay, vergessen wir das.
This should help me read the map.